let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Hello everyone and welcome to my new live stream, my third live stream since 2022. So hello Alejo, hi Felipe, and hi Sana from YouTube, and hi Simerica, and hi Mia, and hi Asia Anderson. Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm pretty excited because I just finished this afternoon a really big set that I've been working for the last 2 weeks, and it's a huge one. I think it's the biggest one I've ever made because it's 50 items. So for those who were here last week, you already saw like the reference images that I used and what this set is about. But this time I have finished everything, and I'm super happy with the results. I also tried some new stuff, especially with the texture. Unfortunately, because it's a collaboration with a builder, we will have to wait until Friday to be released because she will need to make the actual build with it. Hi Florida Creations, thank you for joining us. So without further ado, I'm going to show you it. So let me share my screen. So basically, hi Peregrination, welcome in. you're just on point. I'm going to show my new set that is released probably Friday or Saturday, depending on how the builder will be able to finish her build, because she's got work, so she's not completely free to do that. But she's almost there. So basically it's everything to make a modern sushi restaurant. So first you have this sign at the entrance. So I haven't made some Simlish because I reckon that Japanese is not really English, so it kind of feel Simlish because, well, obviously Japanese people can read it, but we won't, or most people won't. I actually can read hiragana, I just can't read kanji, so this I can read. So it says nozomi, which means hope, which is really nice. So what I changed with the texture is like I tried to make something a little bit more Maxis match than what I used to make before. So it's something new that I am trying, because I won't like turn 100% Maxis match, because I am not really big fan about the huge bulky proportions of the item, the style, the graphic style. But I do like how it kind of blends with other objects. So I think I'm going to go more in this direction starting now. So something in between. Maybe that's not a good idea, because alpha user might find my objects to Maxis match, and Maxis match will still find it to alpha because of how thin my items are. But this is how I like it, so I'm hoping that you will like it too. So basically what you get with this set, so you have a lot of counter, everything is modular, and counter island, so they're basically the same. The difference is that we can put some appliances in here and we can put some stool in here. You usually Maxis match and you love it. That's great. I made my homework, and last time I said that I was going to try to learn how to make pole. So I think I found how to make one. So we are going to try right away. So this is mostly a test. I just want to try. So my question will be, do you prefer Maxis match or alpha? And so I can try this. So I'm going to put Maxis match alpha or whatever looks good. So this will be for 5 minutes and starting. So I want to see how am I seeing this. Oh, okay. Okay, I can see what you're voting now. So this is like a test. I'm learning how to stream and you helping me learning. Alpha then. 2 choices. So basically you have counters and you have stools, and I made 2 versions of the stool. This is the item we did the live stream last week. Oh, hi Mr. C, and welcome with this raid. Welcome in everyone. Please take a seat. I'm just starting. You arriving right on point. Welcome everyone. I'm showcasing my new set. Bonsoir, bonsoir. So I'm guessing it's a French invasion. So probably French will be majority tonight. Bonsoir tout le monde. So for those who just joined, I'm showcasing my new set that I'm going to release at the end of the week, because this is a collaboration with a builder, so she needs time to actually make the build. So this is something I made, but the final build that will be available for download in the same time that this set will be hers. And I had like a sneak peek. It looks awesome. On m'a conseillé ton stream. Ah, c'est gentil. Qui est-ce qui t'a conseillé mon stream? Mr. C. Merci du coup d'être venu. And hi Maxis, Maxis, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. You are arriving right on time. Ah, pomme au beurre. Effectivement, pomme au beurre était là la dernière fois. Merci, merci. So, hi, thank you for the follow, Mr. C. Maxis, well, you arrived right on time, because I'm showing how I tried something very new with this set and with the texture. Like I really tried to go, like I kept my alpha proportions, because this is how I like it. I don't like when it's too bulky. So I kept my thin designs, but I tried something new with the texture. Thank you everyone for the follow. It's like 3 in a row. Wadaga, Lucy, and Elise Love. Thank you. So I tried, and because I did this, I started a new poll, because that was my homework since last week. I needed to learn how to make a poll. So this is something I learned, and I just tried, so you can vote. So you will have 4 choices. You have this medium wood with black. You have dark wood with black, like this. Make something a little more traditional. And you have something very light, so that will look a little bit more Scandinavian. Or you have like full wood, like if you want it to be like complete full wood, like this. This is so magnifique. Merci beaucoup, Rataga. And hi, Rustic Gamers. Welcome in. And hi, Sunny Sims as well. Felipe says, I actually don't understand what people mean with Maxis and Alpha. Well, basically, I'm going to show you the difference. Everything that's come from the game, base game or any DLC, is Maxis match. When we say Maxis match, it's like it is something that is from the Maxis match style. So you can see, for example, for this item, that it's very cartoony and bulky compared to my shapes. So if we take, for example, it's even more obvious with Clutter, for example. So let's say I'm taking decoration. Thank you for the follow, Potato Circus. That's a very cute name. So for example, if you take like any Clutter, like I have many of mine. Like this, you can see that it's huge, it's very low poly and very cartoony basically. So if, for example, I compare to like a bucket that I made for my farm set, you can see that mine is like more thin and the proportions are more realistic and the texture is more realistic as well. Ils sont tous fonctionnels, oui, tout est fonctionnel. Hi, Little Dicker, and thank you again for the bits. You are the nicest. So for those who likes Maxis match, because this is apparently the majority. Where is my poll? It's already finished. Okay, now I have to check where is the results. So basically, we're 70% for Maxis match, 3 for alpha, and 1 for whatever looks good. So on 11 people who's voted. So basically, you all like Maxis match. So I should definitely make more Maxis match, I guess. So this is for the explanation. So I made the counters. I made the stool. The stool we made during the live stream last time. And then you have the table. So you have single table or you have the double. And how you tuna is very. Thank you for him. Thank you. So what I did is I really wanted to make some modular booth, but the booths are only available with dine out. And I didn't want to make like a seating that was only available only if you had the DLC. So I made a chair. So it's a chair, it's base game. And I made some decor corner. And I used the counter shader, so the junction is like as smooth as possible. And I put it to circus. So you're saying it's like Maxis is game thing and alpha is like creator things, but no, it's not. It's not like Maxis is EA or base game and alpha is creator things. It's more like the aesthetic of how the object looks actually. And hi Theax, thank you for the follow and welcome in. I hope you could solve your problem earlier. It's really about the style, Felipe. It's like if it looks cartoony, if it looks bulky and quite a kind of big and very low poly and everything, then it's Maxis match. And if it looks more thin, more realistic, kind of like everything we would have in real life, then it's alpha. You can see, for example, with juice plants, they are definitely Maxis match because they look like cartoon, very cartoony. Compared to, for example, my succulent. What do you have there? Where are they? There. See? Difference between mine and this is from the game. Mine look realistic while on the game it's very stylized, kind of. So you will have a double table, single table with the seating, and the seating are seamless. So I also made some corners. So the corners you can't put on the table. They are like live seats. But if you want to make like a waiting room or a booth or in a club or in like an outdoor area, then you can have those seats and they are functional. So if people sit, they will be in diagonal. So they can sit properly. And they can all sit around. Hi Jessica. Yes, I did solve it. The background in the default image was too light, so now I'm taking a break from making CC what you instead. Yes, that sometimes making breaks is also good. So I made also those lamps. That was an inspiration from one of the items I used. Same, you have like many colors, and this very like pinkish super cute too. You have those windows as well. I'm so here for this also. You know, you made it when I have to watch McDonald's commercial to get into the stream. I'm sorry about that, Jessica. Anyway, so you will also get these shelves. Very simple shelf, but there's like 3 versions of them. Like one with a huge empty cases here, 2 small one, and 4 small, and 2 small, and big one on top. And then you will have this host pod. This is functional with Dynamo. So, oh, Perry, thank you, Perry. You like the Santa Claus of my channel. Thank you for Jess as well. So this is functional with Dine Out. I haven't play tested it, so I need to do that tomorrow to make sure everything works. And this is the waiter station. So if you are running this restaurant like with Dine Out, the waiter will use this like to remove plates from the tables. I also made these columns and those room divider. I think it's divider. And I also make these frame. So the frame are super cool because they are completely modular and they are available in 4 sizes. So for example, I just want a line from here, but starting from here, I want something bigger. So I have medium size, short, tall, and 1. And I can even do like some creative pattern like this if I want. Whatever you like. And then I made some clutter. So you will have this soy sauce available in green, black, and yellow, and in Simlish. And I let the original specular to make it look a little bit more Maxis match. I have a question about a piece of CC of yours. Should I drop it in your Discord or here? You can drop it here, but depending on the question. Maybe if it's too complicated to answer, then I will refer it later. Is there a slot in the decor corner of the seating? I remember sitting like that in the restaurant and they put plants and small sculpture in there. Yes, there is. You can put your bag. You can put some plants. I love all the size option you give it with your item. Thank you. I think it's important. Restaurant back. I'm late to the party. Yes, it is restaurant part. It's actually it's sushi, modern sushi restaurant. And hi, Helly's Cat. Thank you for joining us. So this is for the menus. I haven't put any writing, so you don't have to bother about Simlish or not. I also made those little chopsticks like this. And I also add those stickers you can put on the wall. So like there's 4 of them. There's this one, this little guy, this guy, and of course an octopus, because octopuses are cool. There's also a super nice skylight. Skylights are always nice and super missing in the game. So something to add a little touch to your restaurants. What else? Well, I also have this, so like pile of plates. And they're stackable. The question is about computer you made. Do your PCs function with university? I mean, I'm having issues with university specific things not appearing. Well, they're supposed to, especially since I made all the CC after the release of this DLC. So maybe you should post exactly what your problem is in my CC debug pack of my Discord, so we can have a look more detail, like tomorrow maybe. But with this set, I kept the best for the end. This is something I am very, very, very proud and spent a lot of time, and that was with the help of Hydrangea Chainsaw and Ravasheen, who helps me all the time because they are the best. I made my first, and this time like I made myself, not like Ravasheen made me, but I made my first edible food. So I made some sushi because I made this conveyor belt. So the conveyor belt is also completely modular. So you have like one or a short one or a corner or the end. So you can basically go wherever you want in your restaurant with it. And it's slotted and you can put food on it. So it won't move, obviously. But, sorry. I forgot to breathe. Okay. Yes, I'm okay. I'm probably a little bit too excited. So, they all have 5 swatches. So you have salmon, tuna, I don't know how to say this in English. In French it's dorade. I think it's sea bream, but I'm not sure. It's a lot of energy to take to talk and keep your mind moving so fast. You're doing great. Thank you, Jessica. So sea bream and shrimp, and I also made tamagoyaki, which is omelette. And with the maki, I have salmon, tuna, and avocado. So let me show you. Because I have to tell you are very pretty, and I love your side cut. Since I also have a side cut, yay! Thank you, and thank you for the compliments. So I'm super proud of my food because it's not only making it edible, which was difficult, but Hydrangea helped me. She sent me a tutorial, and then I had trouble, and Ravasheen corrected me when I made some mistakes, and at the end it was working, but the Sims were eating with his hand, which is not very polite. So then I tried some other stuff, and then he was eating with a fork, which was worse because eating sushis with fork is super lame. So I was like, there's no way I can publish sushis and Sims will eat it with a fork. Nope. So I spent an entire afternoon, and so see this. It's sushi. So go on, it's sushi. Chopsticks. Yay. I love how you always tell us how you collaborate with. You're always paying it forward. Well, I feel like they do like the most difficult job, and I couldn't made it if they weren't there, so it's kind of normal to So since that was cool, I'm going to make it eat the maki now. So let's eat the maki sushis now. Yeah, he looks super happy. He doesn't want to go. I'm happy to have the couple to own a restaurant again. Well, they could you know, reconverting sushis. They can cook the sushi. No, they can't. This is something probably for my next step, because I'm making baby steps. So for this time, they are not cookable. I think to make it cookable, I need to do something with the something that you need to install, having like another mode, and this is something I haven't watched now. Do the things cook it, or do we buy the food? So you buy the food. For now, it's buying the food. I thought it was easier, especially because you basically will place it here. I also included some decor version, like if you want to run a restaurant and you don't want the food to rot. So you can put some decor one in the middle and actually put the food everywhere, the real food everywhere. But if you play with dine out, it won't be on the menu, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure we can do that. I think we can, but this is not something I have watched yet. It's you know, like next time, baby steps. So like just a little bit. This time I eat edible food. Next time maybe I will try to make it cookable. How hard is it to add food to the order food delivery option? Can we order the sushi to be delivered? Well, Jessica, I have no idea, because I am super bad at tuning, and every time I try tuning, it's a disaster. So I have creative mind, I don't have a logical mind, so everything that includes coding, I'm not helped. Fortunately, I have Ravashing, but Ravashing can't do everything at my place, and you know, it's not something that you can teach. It's not like, how do you do this? Oh, you just have to do that. It's like you need to know all the basic. So basically, I have no idea how to make that. I can model mesh textures and even do some real item that no one can do, but tuning is out of my reach. I tried. As an example, last year was my birthday and I tried to make my first cake and I failed. And then during the year, I tried another time to make edible food and I failed. And then I tried again for my birthday this year and I failed. So Ravashi made my unicorn cake edible for me. Probably she took pity on me. But this time I really wanted to try again. So not to pressure you, but can it be sold in a shop? I wonder if you can open a snack bar, you know. I think this you can. I think it's probably... I haven't tried. Tomorrow I'm going to... Thank you for the host, Jess. Tomorrow I'm going to play test everything because I just finished this set like 1 hour before the stream. So I tested individually each item, but I want like to make it a restaurant functional restaurant to see if everything works properly, like the host station, the waiter station, and maybe I can also try to make it a shop. But I don't see why not. I don't know. I try and I'll let you know. The room looks like a what? Cool. What? So much suspense. So there you go. I hope you like it. I hope you will like also my this new style that I'm experimenting with the more Maxis match texture. Thank you, Jessica. How did you get the SimCity diagonal? Rotating slot is difficult. If you watch my tutorial when I made the cylinder chair, I'm explaining how I'm doing it, but it's not something I can explain simply. It's very, very complicated. When does the book release? I may have missed that. So it's finished today, but this is a collaboration with a builder from Instagram, so she needs time to actually make the build. This is just something I put in quickly to show you guys, and also probably something that I'm gonna use to play test it. So she told me probably Friday, so depending on when on Friday and how much time we need, you know, to like make the pictures and everything. So Friday or Saturday. Probably. That is the bad news, because the good news is this was 50 items. I think I saw someone ask me how long I've been working on that. So 2 weeks, 2 full weeks. But this, the good news is because this is like a huge new set. It's like 50 items, especially with the edible food that took me even longer to make. The next set will be quite little, so I think I'm going to make like several small sets, because it exhausted me to work on such big one. So maybe I will have another one ready before the release of that one. I'm thinking about making a small one for TSR, so this one might be available before or basically around the same time. And basically this is the one we are going to work today on. There you go. And I can't wait to see the result of the builders, because she sent me some pictures. It looks really, really, really good. My favorite are the counters. What are yours? Hang on, there's my cat. Let's go out. Hi, Tiny. Tiny, welcome in. How are you today? My day has been really good because I finished my set, so I'm super happy. I feel like I finished something that was in the work for a long time. What's my favorite item? I think I really like the counters. I also obviously really like the sushis. The fact that I made them edible, but also I really like the texture. Like the fact that I could make so many different with only one mesh. It's good, I think. So yeah, I like my sushis. I also like the sailing. Oh yeah, me too. I usually have like a favorite sailing lamp that I put everywhere. I think those will become my favorite sailing lamp, especially since I made like several heights for them. So there's like short, medium, tall for each of them, and there's 2, so there's like 6 in total. So you can definitely make some different layered sailing lamp, and this is always something that really add depth to some places. So yeah, I like the lamp too. Yeah, can't wait to be tomorrow to test all of it. I could have added more clutter, but you know, I was after 50 items, I was like, okay, maybe that's enough. Because my problem also is like, I like to make one picture with the preview of all the items. The more item I have, the more difficult it is to make like the composition of everything. So everything is actually, you know, seeable. So I was like, the more I'm adding items, the less I will be able to show everything I have. in my set. So there's one time, because the builder was like, oh, what about a new door? What about a fence? What about this? What about that? I went, yeah. Maybe another time. Hi, Times6 and Arts. Thank you and welcome. I'm so glad you like it, Tiny. So I'm not sure where did you catch the stream, Tiny, but I'm going to show you this. I made the sushi edible. The poor guy is like eating sushi for like 2 weeks now because he's my tester. He's starting to be old actually. I need probably to make it younger because he's gonna die and I'd rather not. So he's going to become probably really fat, eating all my sushis. But yay, see? The most amazing is the texture. That looks like chef's kiss. Thank you. Coming from you, it's like a huge compliment. I'm really glad you like it. And I'm also glad because I like it. And if I went in that direction, it's also kind of thanks to you. So that's definitely something that I will go in the future, something more like this. So I'm glad you like it. Right, so what are we going to do today? I'm going to exit this. So basically my next set is a small one. It will be about the entrance. You're so talented, the poor guy must have a stomach ache. Yeah, yes. Fortunately, sushi are rather healthy food. So I think he's fine, but yeah, he's been eating sushi for like a week. So my new set, my first idea was I wanted to make birdhouse, because I think we're missing some. So they will be functional, but unfortunately only if you have the eco lifestyle DLC. So I look for references and there's two that I really like. So it's that one. So that will be something you can put on the wall, because basically I found that we have only one model functional in game. So out two actually. We have that one from Get Together. I'm not even sure it's functional, that one. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. So we have only that one. So for now, this set is calling Pew Pew, which is what we say for kids. It's like when... who is the builder? It's Kate Simbler in Instagram. She makes really nice... You know, we get Buffeeder with a stuff pack as well. Let me look at that up. If it's just a stuff pack, I don't have them. I have very few of them from the stuff pack. Because if they don't add any functionality, I don't want them. Yes, fangirling everyone. So let's call it Pew Pew Wall. For now it will be only Birdhouse, because I'm not sure this is the one we are going to make. Pass your stuff, backyard has decor one. Oh, but that's just decor. I think the one from I'm not sure, I haven't tested it yet. I was thinking, is it functional? Maybe it's not. Have you tried it? Have you ever played with it, everyone? I'm not even sure it's functional. Thought it would be. Because if it's not functional, then I can make it base game. I don't need to make it eco lifestyle stuff. Are you able to give item mood altering effects? In theory, yes, but I haven't tried that. The patches of bird feeder is functional. All right. The bird feeder from the stuff back is functional. Okay, so I might need to bat that one then. Is the eco lifestyle also functional, or only the one from Pecho? I never play with it, I think. I don't have any memory of having any birdhouse. Maybe I should change the season. This season also came with one wonder. Well, at least in the keywords, nothing shows, so I don't think so. I thought maybe Cottage had one, but I'm not even sure. Change season, so let's try spring. And let's add birdhouse. And let's see if some birds come from. Hi Sandrine, thank you for the follow, subscribe on YouTube. So I'm not sure it's functional.
Oh.
So maybe I will buy the Pecho. Is it Pecho backyard? Is it the same one? Pecho and backyard? Yeah, nothing's happening. There was another one with from Get Together, but I'm thinking it's the same. Hi, it is Dania, and I am please thank you for the follow. Yeah, it looks like it's only decor. It doesn't even have like a view on this one. And I don't think there's any. Maybe I changed the weather. But that's something I could also ask Ravashing, because the nice thing with the Ravashing is she can read call. So usually she doesn't even have to test you, she just opens the object and she tells me right away what item is doing what. It was backyard stuff back that came with bird feeder. It also shipped with in a moose water slide. So maybe if I want to make it functional, I need that one. Because those ones definitely don't look like functional. Yeah, nothing's happening. All right. All right. So I wanted to make birdhouse, and then I'm gonna make a fence. I wanted to make some. I think we're missing like nice entrance face as fence, something simple. So I want to make something kind of like this. So something that that is like a mix between concrete and wood, and basically the fence will have like a half wall and wood like this, and then the gate will have like an entrance kind of like this. I don't know why they're not staying all the time. Yeah, looks nice. So maybe this is a little too brutal, so maybe more something like that. It's kind of silly that they would make one birdhouse functional but not the other that were released afterwards. Is backyard that old? Because then yes, definitely. Or maybe they do it on purpose so people buy backyards to have this functional one. Maybe. And hi Francesca, thank you for the subscribe. Ravishing has a birdhouse that is base game. Maybe you can use her mode as a base, where I will ask her. I didn't know that, but I will ask her. That's good to know. There. So that's kind of changed my plan because I wanted to do the birdhouse, but if it has like some placing, special placing, I'm not sure. Did you watch the Poki vs Ninja stuff? If yes, what is your thoughts? I have no idea what is Poki vs Ninja. I have no idea what you're talking about. Ah, yeah. So yeah, I will definitely ask Rava about this. Okay, so a fence, double gate, single gate. I have this that I like, and I have also this one that I think is very design. So my cat is deciding or not if she wants to come or not, but like she's always taking a lot of time to decide. You wanna come? Kiwi? No? See? Wow, she's not sure yet. Anyway, so here, fence, birdhouse, maybe 2 birdhouse. But I probably make come here. I probably make this one not hanged, but on a pole to put on the floor, because we don't have many occasion to say hi. Hi, Billy. She doesn't like to be handled like this. We don't have many opportunity to hang birdhouses, so I think it's easier to place if it's on pole. Yes, kitty. Hi, Billy. Meow, meow, meow. She doesn't like to be touched. Like she wants to come on my knee, but I shouldn't touch her. What you need to make the birdhouse? I can tell you the file if you want. The thing is, Maxis match is that if I don't have the pack, I will open it, but it will be empty. So I can't open the file if I don't have the pack. But if Ravashin made one, maybe that's a better solution, because if she made one that is functional, then it's even better, I think. Is the whole CC community also sweet? Well, unfortunately, not all of them, but the very vast majority, yes. There are some pirates and bully and people trying to like scare you, but if you don't pay attention to them, then it's fine. What did I do? I think that's the one. Fully functional birdhouse, customized bird landing. That looks amazing. So I will ask her if I can use this. Yes, I do see that too. I'm happy to see how nice everyone is in here. Yes, everyone in here is like really nice. I think I've been streaming for maybe 2 months now, and I haven't needed any moderator because everyone is so nice. So I feel blessed. Thank you everyone for being so patient and everything, especially since I'm really bad at all this stuff. So thank you for being so tolerant with me. So I'm going to examine the one from Ravashin, and I can probably make people download hers and use her tuning. So first I need to unmerge the package. Where is it? Download. The thing I like with Ravashin is like she always making pun with her naming. It's always funny. I wouldn't be able to do that because English is not my first language, but I really like it. I'm trying to make my dream home in The Sims, and you are ready for the birdhouse, and it will work perfectly. Well, I'm hoping to finish this quite early, like maybe for this weekend. So I hope it will be just in time for your building. Yes, thank you everyone, and especially thank you Jess, because you also part of this community and your energy is really awesome. I really recommend, by the way, if you like watching streams about Sims, Tap That A has an awesome channel that I really like watching when I'm working on my set. Okay, so I'm opening. So basically she took the one that was existing and she made them functional. So yes, we can place the slot wherever we want, so we don't need to be worried about the proportions. And which tuning did she use? That looks super nice. Looks like base game tuning. I'm going to send her a message. I just went CC shopping and downloaded almost everything you have. That's nice because it's free, you know. It's like it has the same effect as doing shoppings, but it's free. So it's really good for the soul. I'm going to send her a message. I'm going to put my face just to keep a little bit of privacy for her, just in case. And I'm going to write her. So hi Reva, I'm in my stream and I want to make a birdhouse. Some people told me that you made a functional one. Can I maybe use your tuning, please? Yeah. Not sure she will answer. I don't know what time is it there. Oh, the afternoon. Maybe she will. She has a very weird sleep cycle. Hi Pixam, and thank you for the follow. Exactly, I love shopping for clothes and for home decor, but I don't have money, or like I need all that stuff. CC shopping is the next best thing. I definitely agree. Like, I live with in my boyfriend's house, so this is not my house. Like, even if I'm allowed to like change everything, it's like not my house. So there's something I can't really do, like change the color of the walls or anything. So sometimes when I feel frustrated with like how the interior looks, I just go in the Sims and I just build the house of my dream, and that feels nice as well. I actually think you're really good at streaming. It's not so easy to talk while working as you are doing right now, and even since you're not talking your first language. So thank you very much, Francesca. I'm doing my best. You just need thieving squirrels. Are there squirrels in the game? I think so. CC shopping satisfies my tendencies. Yes, I think we all went there. Hi Nessa, thank you for the follow. Yes, CC shopping is the best. Right, so I guess whatever will be the answer, we can start and we can adjust this later, because I can see that everything is like adjustable. So I just put we can do whatever we want. So this is what we do. We will make this one, or maybe end, because this one is like 30-minute stop, and that one is very nice as well, but that one will be on a pole, not hanged. So let's start with the easy one, and depending on what time is it and how tired I am, maybe we do the second one as well. Because as a reminder, I'm streaming really late to be able to reach the most audience possible. So depending on the day, sometimes I like feel asleep. So don't worry if I suddenly, that's because I'm tired. But I didn't went to the gym today, so that's a good thing. Usually I go working out on Tuesday. Anyway, so we don't see your screen. Yes, it was on purpose, but I can put it back. So yeah, this one or this one. Sorry about that. Sorry. This one and this one. Oh, I will do both. I don't know if I do both on stream. And we also make them Maxis match texture-ish. Let's start. So, the only thing I can do is kind of keeping the proportion on that one. And I need to, in case she allows me to use her tuning, I'm probably going to clone hers. So I just need this. So I'm going to take this. And clone it. There. Pew pew. Birdhouse. Sorry. Excuse me. So that will be a wall birdhouse. So this one we are going to delete, and that will be the wall. Thank you, Risty Gamer. Okay, so I'm exporting this, and I basically going to use it to keep my proportion kind of the right size. So that will be wall birdhouse. I always make like a folder for my inspiration pics like this, and then I made one folder for each item. So this will go here. Okay, so this is very small, but you can see that she uses different slots for the birds. So there is like 3 for birds that can go on here, and 1 in the top, in the front, sorry, 1 in the front, and this is sound, this is just sound. So basically there's 4 slots we can use to make the bird comes to our birdhouse. And hi Apple Place, and thank you for the follow. So if I take this, sorry, because I moved the picture, so there. I'm thinking about using maybe 3, but they will be very close to each other, and 1 in the front in here, but I'm probably going to add like a landing pad in here, because this is for, I don't know how to call this in English. In French it would be mésange, but in English I have no idea. Tit or chickadee. Americans say chickadee. If she allows you to use her tuning, it would be amazing if they also gave you the feathers you only get with cats and dogs otherwise. What do you mean, the feathers? You mean like they're looting feathers? And bye, Asia Anderson. Hi Dolly. Thank you for being here. And yes, I'm showing my tits tonight on stream. You can see like these are like blue tits because I like blue. It's a collection thing. Oh right. Where I definitely don't play the game enough with like the gameplay stuff. Right. So. Have to do watch back, but happy to have found you. Thank you, Apple Play, and welcome. What reference the heaven of non-native speaker, my favorite place to be. Yeah, I really like word reference because they give you context, which is nice because sometimes you don't need like just a translation of one word. You need like in which kind of situation it is used, and like is it something that you say in more English or US. And for example, the word tire, it doesn't spell the same in English from England and from America. So when I was working like with an American client, I needed to know like how to write it properly, stuff like that. So anyways, this website is really awesome, I think. Like better, way better than Google Translate, because you have like a suggestion that everything that goes with the word, so that's great. By followers, no thanks. So yeah, as you saw, I still don't have any moderators because I thought I didn't need one. I have no idea how to moderate yet. So please don't buy follower. You don't need them. You're awesome without buying anything. Yeah, just ignore this. I don't know how to do that. Dolly, comment tu fais? Bon, this is something I have to look next time. This is my homework for next time. I have to watch how to, erase that. Anyway, so basically I'm going to remove everything like this and go in Solid View. Il y a des bots exprès, je t'expliquerai si tu veux. C'est gentil, merci. Wait, I need to study this. So I'm going to put my reference image in the background, so you guys can see it. So as I said before, it's not something I like to do because I find it a bit disturbing, but I have a second screen in here, so usually I put my reference image on my left screen, but you know, for you guys, so you can see whatever I'm doing and why I'm doing stuff and what I'm trying to achieve, then I'm going to put it here, but smaller, and on the side like this. So okay, I love to hear you speak in your native language. It sounds so beautiful. Yeah, especially when we're swearing, like ta mère la pute espèce de chien enfoiré de sa mère. That's very, very rude, but you know, sounds nice. So basically I will follow the shape of the woods. Yes, so Dollywood is a French streamer for everyone here. So if you're French and you like watching stream, I really recommend her channel. It's like the best activity. So usually during the day I'm watching Dolly when working, and during the night I'm watching Tap the Day. So if you English, you can watch Jessica, aka Tap the Day, and if you're French, you can watch Dolly. It's probably my two favorite. Oh, and Tiny as well. Tiny, I'm not sure if she's still among us, but Tiny is also an amazing channel. So Tiny is streaming on the morning, and she's like really good at storytelling. So you can swear, it even sounds nice. Yes, it kind of reminds me this. I think it's like in the Matrix. It's like in the second or the two, and there is like this French actor playing with Monica Bellucci, and he swears so much, and that's definitely exactly how we do that. Reversal context is amazing as well for more technical jargon. Yes, but reversal sometimes it's yeah, it depends. Anyway, so to make this item, I won't just do like a point like this. I will actually follow how they cut the wood, because it will make the texture nicer. It will actually look more realistic, and it will be easier also to texture. So basically it's like a plank like this and another plank like this that are cut sideways. I don't know how to say that. And another plank in here, and another it's not a plank but like a metal thingy with a hole. Hi there, love your work, excited to find you here on Twitch. Thank you, Bessie, and welcome in. We Italian on the other end sound like we're swearing, even if we're not. Oh, I don't agree. I think Italians actually sounds like they're singing all the time. I really like how the tone of the Italians like go up and down, and I really like hearing Italian people speaking, especially since you're using your hands a lot. Love that. Anyway. Can't focus. So, nope. I'm going to hit. So I'm going to put the screencast key on my bottom left here, so you can see whatever thing I'm hitting on my keyboard. Today is a a birdhouse. This is a birdhouse. So making cube. Like 90% of my item, it's always starting with a cube. Like this. I think I'm going to keep like kind of normal, not normal, but like a logical rotation. So in terms of depth, I think we are going to something a little bit thinner than what we have here, and we need something smaller than that. like this. So here, because it's rotated, if I want to move it and I want it to keep it like straight and parallel, I can just select this face and use the G twice. And this will basically make roll this face along the edges that already exist to make it shorter, for example. Maybe I went too much. Maybe like this, and then I'm going to do it the same on the other side. So for this, I'm going to put my pivot point to 3D cursors and hit Ctrl M X, and I will mirror it along my pivot point that is in the center. And when I do that, I need to hit flip direction because you can see that it's all upside down. So that's that what we call having inverted normal. So just flip direction, and then you don't have a Escher style birdhouse. Then, hi Shimashiro, welcome in. Here I'm going to make it go all the way, same in here. And then I'm going to adjust the inclination of this edge to make it fit exactly like my image. So how am I going to do that? First, I remove those edges. So this one, I'm going to G twice to make it arrive in here. Then I'm going to select this one and hit G twice and put it in here. Then this one, grab it like this, and edge loop. This one, G, like this, and there you go. And now for the bottom, hi, welcome in, Shimashiro. Those two, because if you see the example, they are on the same line. It's far easier. I'm going to put my pivot point on median point, which means my pivot point will be in the like equal distance from both selection, and I'm going to hit SZ0. No, actually, sorry. If I do that, you can see that it make it narrower. So I'm losing my straight plank. So I will most likely, I want this to be at the same height that this one. So I will put my I will select this one and hit G twice. This one, G twice, and I'm going to make it flat like this. There, easy peasy. All right, and then just need to add one more cube. Like this, and up. And let's see my example here. Merci Dolly. Je vais regarder ça demain. Merci beaucoup. Je suis trop dessus. Yeah, Dolly sent me like the tutorial on how to do moderation. So this is something I need to take care of, because right now I haven't had any problem, but you know, when it happens, we need to be ready just in case. N'hésite surtout pas, c'est super gentil. Okay, so we need this to be kind of half where the birds are, kind of like this. And same as before, we are going to select those edges and hit SX to move it along the x-axis, and basically kind of making it by ends. Like, we don't have to be like super precise, it's fine. There. All right, so I'm going to put it more front. Okay, I think I made a mistake because I also reduced the depth of this, so I need to readjust. So it say the same this. And hi Leah, and thank you for the follow. Okay, and then we just need to add like the metal part, but there's something that is not in our model that I want to add. Is like a landing pole or something in here, because when we see the original object, I think it's nice to have like something where the bird can like land in here. So I think I'm just going to add like a very small cylinder. And hi, Whoopity Scoop, and thank you for the follow. I think it's done. Not yet, because we still have to unwrap, and unwrapping is a very important process people are struggling with. So this is something we need to spend time explaining. I will also show you how to remove the face that we don't need, because for example, those faces in here are hidden, so we don't need to have them. Same as that one, for example, and same as that one. That one is even more important because cylinder has a lot of polygons, so we are saving a lot of polygon by removing all of them. Painting bats is so much fun. Yes, definitely. Hello Angelis Artiga, thank you for joining us. We are making a birdhouse. So basically the easy way is by using the snap tool, like this. And oh, thank you for the subscribe with Prime. Thank you so much. That's very helpful. Okay, that might be a bit too much, and I'm not sure. Is it too thick? Maybe not. I'm not sure. Right. So next is our metal stuff. So I'm to earn time, I'm just duplicating that edge in here, and from here I'm going to extrude. So now you don't see anything because it's on the other side. So I'm going to flip direction in here. So the easy way here would be to use the Boolean. If you have a more recent version, especially if you're working on 2.9 or 3, or I don't know which version is Blender right now, But I'm going to show you something very homemade when you're lazy and you just don't want to load any other software and then you have to reload and anything. So this is something you can do without changing any version. You can do in 2.76. Basically, I'm selecting my metal face. I'm going to hide everything else so we see exactly what I'm doing. And I'm going to add a lot of subdivide like this. Then I'm going to remove some faces. So there is like 8. So 8. Wow, it's not really important. I'm just removing the faces. Then I'm selecting the interior and I'm going to use the loop tool. So this is a plugin I always talk about, I use all the time. So if you want it, you can watch my tutorial about, I have no idea, I forgot. Probably my first stream, my really first live stream about the chair. There is a link in the video description. Circle. Yes, you can see it's very efficient. What's happening? Wait. Okay, so I was like, and it's not working. So, hi Simply Samantha, and thank you for joining us. I'm very jealous because Dolly has a awesome like alerts and everything in her channel that makes like any things happening in her channel very funny. I really need to step up my game. So welcome raiders. I need to find some funny stuff. Circle. Well, it's not. Well, it's not working. So that's fine. I'm just going to try something else. So I'm going to remove only faces and I'm going to add a circle with maybe 16 is fine. Hi, nice to meet you. How's the CC making going today? Well, really nice. We are doing a birdhouse. RX. Damn it. What's happening? RX 90. Right. Something wrong. Yes. Okay. So circle. Like this. And how is the impression? I should have come here earlier. Why is that for? Because you're learning? Are you trying to create your own custom content? Oh, then you are at the right place. So basically now we need to close the shape. So first you can see that if I go in top view, they are not aligned. So for that, I'm going to hit SY0 and they will be on the same line. And I also need to put them back where they were supposed to be. And now I need to close the mesh. So we don't see it very well because it's very small, but here there's 2 vertices. So if you want to close a shape like this, that is like a cut inside, you are going to make 2 lines. So like the left part, for example, like this, and hit F to fill the shape. So we don't see it because it's upside down, but flip direction and you'll be able to see it. And then the rest of it, F. And now the cut is, the part is cut. Wait. It's better if I include, nope, only faces. It's better if I include this. This is fascinating. Yeah, it's like watching like a magic trick, but you can see like the behind the curtains. This is how it works. So same, I close the shape. I'm trying to, at least. Like this, and no, I don't want that one. Yeah, okay, shape is closed. Alright, so here is our shape. I'm going to maxim this without the internal line. And I'm going to extrude on Y to make it a little more deep. But I won't keep the inside because we won't see it. So I'm going to hit delete faces. So basically, and then I need to calculate. Basically, I kept only the exterior and the inside. So we have like a little bit of texture. And I'm going to add a seam line in here and smooth. Maybe more smooth. You sorcerer. Yes, I am. Yes, it's sorcery. Yeah, I can't hear anything with my hands. Alright. We still need to add something in the back so we don't see through. Hi Terrasaurus Brooks, and thank you Rex. Thank you for the follow and welcome in. So for that I'm going to take that one here. I'm going to duplicate, so Shift D and Y to move it on here. Do you have Twitter? No, I have Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, Discord, Patreon, and I thought that was enough. Like, I'm tired of having to update everything everywhere. So yeah, sorry, I don't have Twitter. I also don't know how to use Twitter, so I felt that was too much for me to learn. I already had to adapt with everything else. So yeah, Twitter, Instagram, you can find me on Instagram. Okay, and then the yeah, I'm so sorry. I have so much feedback for cutout because I'm always afraid how the texture will look. Well, Maxis match, this is your lucky day because I'm going to show you how to be sure that your texture is fine, and that means we are going to triangulate. Yep. But first, the bottom. So here I don't need to put a plank like a double size something, because we only need to like see to cut to close the shape. We don't need it to well, we won't see it basically. So I'm just putting it a little bit higher to like make it look more realistic, and then I'm going to use the snap tool. So GY to move it only on Y, and then I'm going to snap it in here, and GY and snap it in here. There, easy peasy. I think it's a great platform for CC, better able to see how beautiful it is. Yeah, I agree. I think for the pictures, it's better than Twitter. Yeah, agree. All right, I think we're done with the meshing. I still feel like I want to add some bevel. I think you know guys how I like bevel, especially since we are at only 144 polygon, which is really low. So I'm allowed to some bevel. Before applying the bevel, I'm going to apply any rotation and scale, so everything will be like perfectly proportional. After a while, I see everything as geometry. Yes, same. I'm exactly the same. It's like, oh, actually my desk has a bevel. Yes, everything has a bevel in real life. Nothing sharp, except your knife, because that's kind of the point, being sharp. Anyway, so I'm going to select all my planks. That one too. This one I don't need to, because the metal is actually sharp. This one is just a face, so I don't need to select it, and that one. And I'm going to, oh, actually not all just this face. That's enough. So everything is sharp, and then Control B, bevel. And bevel will add a very nice realistic touch, especially since we actually want to have, maybe my bevel is a bit too much. Yeah, like this. No, that's not enough. Something in between. Yeah, like this, sharp. Especially since we are actually interested into this line, because if we watch our model, we did have like a line in here, and I think that will add a very nice detail, having that kind of stuff in our model. Is this an occupational disease? No, I think it's like oh, is it a translation of the, I'm going to ask what reference. In French we would say déformation professionnelle. So yes, definitely occupational hazard. Hi, Scorpio in a sweater. Hi, the Scorpios. Welcome. And thank you for being here. Thank you for the follow and welcome, Raiders. We are making a birdhouse. Thank you for joining us. This is so cool. I never seen someone make CC before. And hi, Soren, Android, and thank you for the subscribe. Thank you so much. That's really helpful. That's really nice. And how did you get into making CC? So if you want the full story, it was during the first lockdown. I'm a huge gamer, so I play video game all the time. But because of the pandemic, I had no job because I was working in advertising, and during the pandemic, all the shootings were off, cancelled, postponed. And because I hadn't any more game to play, I restarted playing The Sims that I haven't played since 2014. And I was making bakery, and I couldn't find blue counters, so I was downloading a lot of CC, but I couldn't find any blue counters. So because I'm good with Photoshop, I thought maybe I can learn how to recolor. and then that was my first CC, and then I started making more and more, and I started posting on TSR, and my objective was very successful. So thank you for the follow, Spiraling and 700. So I saw that my items were successful, so I continued. And after a few months, I thought maybe I will never go back to advertising. Maybe this is something I can do. So I took courses, online courses, to make my 3D skills better. And here I am, making CC for a living. And yeah, I'm streaming every Tuesday. And I also have a Discord, guys, if you want to learn, if you want to like ask questions. That's so cool to hear your story. One amazing thing that came from the Polygons. We love your CC. Thank you so much. And yeah, it was amazing for me, for my like comfort of life, because even if I don't earn as much as I was earning, because my job was a really well paid job, advertising, it's like always is, it was awful. Like working for capitalist, racist, greenwashing, sexist people. So I'm really glad I'm not part of them anymore. I'm going to make a small pause. I'm going to kiss my boyfriend goodnight. I'll be back in 2 minutes. And I'm back. I wish I knew how to make CC, but it looks so complicated. It's not as complicated as it looks. It is something you need to learn, and the learning curves is obviously not easy, but it's not completely out of reach. I thought I heard a cat. Yes, you did. Oui. It's the moment of the night where she wants out and in and out and in. Oui? She wants out. She'll be back in 2 minutes, don't worry. Okay, so we were in the process of, yeah, annoying cats. They're cute, but they're annoying, but they're cute. So that's how they survive. And here and here, Maxim. Definitely, even if I don't try to learn, it's interesting to see. Oh, CP is a wonderful teacher, so stick around if you get the hang of it. It's beautiful to do. Thank you so much, Maxis Match. I'm doing my best. I'm not even sure I can actually teach people, but I think like showing people how to do stuff is probably the best way to do it. My cat is laying on my feet right now, and she looked up from the sound. Yeah. CC creators at the backbone of the Sims community. Thank you for your work. Thank you so much, and thank you for your appreciation. Okay, so I put all my Sims. So now I'm going to select everything and unwrap, and there you go. Nice and nerdy. You have a good narrative. Oh, thank you. That's, I think, probably the first time someone tells me that in my life, but thank you. So here what's important is to analyze what the software made. Basically we need to have like clear shape, and this is not clear shape, so this means that I forgot some seams line in here. So if I toggle this and then I select this, I can see which part is concerned, and that's the one Maxis Match was afraid of, with good reason. So that's because I didn't put any seam line in here, so I should put some in here, there. And then Maxim. And then if we want this to be unwrapped properly and don't have some weird stuff like that, then we need to triangulate. So I'm selecting my face and I hit, not my face, my here, and Control T, and that will create triangles everywhere. So now when I'm wrapped, it's perfect. So this Maxis Match is my secret to use angles and not having weird texture. You need to triangulate before unwrapping. This is something I explained in my tutorial about UV unwrapping, I think. There. So if I remake everything good again, I can now unwrap and everything looks good, except this. So now the thing we need to be aware of is when I will apply my texture, all the fiber of the wood will have the same direction. So vertical or horizontal, it doesn't matter, but we have to decide. So if I want my texture, for example, this one will follow this line and this one will follow this line. So we need to align all of our UV island, the shape of this, to be sure that the wood will be on the same line. And here, for example, because this is not straight, it won't work. So I will cut here, Maxim. Actually, because we don't see it, I can even delete them. That will save us some space. That will save us some polygon. That will make the game faster. And we will also save some space on the UV map. And the more space we have on the UV map, the more sharp the texture will be. So it's win-win situation. So this one I will keep, obviously, this one as well. But I think this one we don't have to keep, for example, this big one. Yes. Faces, and that one as well, we don't need. Faces. Alright, let's do it again. That's better. So now this one I need it to be along. We are choosing to have our wood texture vertical, yes. So I'm going to rotate this. This is also rotated, this as well. Basically everything horizontal, like this one, this one, this one rotated, and this one as well. This one we don't care because it's metal, so it's only everything that will be wood. So this one. And then when everything is in the right direction, I'm going to select everything with A, and I'm going to use Control P. That will reorder everything on my UV map, but I will untoggle rotate because this has destroyed everything we just done. So I don't want to rotate, I want to keep the direction we decide for our item. And that's it. We just need to add some margin if we don't want some black line in game, and we are done. So I'm going to save. I'm going to put the right mesh cut So basically that's the original one. I'm going to delete it and I'm going to give this one, and that's the 0 one. So I don't like drop shadows in my game, so usually I make them super tiny, super tiny, and I hide them in my shape. So I'm not bothered, like this. The last thing is, because I want it to be hanged on the wall, this needs to be after the Z line. So if the blue line is the wall, then this needs to be against the wall. Now I'm saving it, and I'm going to export in OBJ so we can texture it in Substance Painter, the more fun part about making objects. So I untoggle wrap material, selection only, Birdhouse, export OBJ. Now, I'm going to close everything that I don't need, because Substance Painter is a very unstable software, and he's like using a lot of memory from my computer. So if I have like too many software and everything, it can make my stream crash. It happens when I started streaming, so I have to be careful. And if anything happens, if I suddenly disappears, then that means Substance Painter made my computer crash. I have a nicer Rocket computer, so this is to show you how shitty Substance Painter is, because I'm supposed to have like a really good computer, so it's just not good at keeping the memory. I'm also using something Maxis CC showed me. It's like something to clean the cache, and that makes my memory more free. I didn't know you had Twitch. I love your CC. I follow you on Facebook. Thank you and welcome. I'm the Peanut. What a beautiful cat. Yeah, you can see her here. Now that she's probably chasing some mouses. Alright, so launching Substance Painter. I'm going to open a new one. That will be, this is finished, Pew Pew set and Birdhouse. So I'm going to stay in 2K. I want to see if this works. Hopefully it will. So this is our item. Right now it uses an HDRY, which is the map that controls the light, that makes it looks a little bit too realistic. And since I'm trying to be more Maxis match, I'm going to use the one I really like, and that's this one. It's very neutral. It won't create too much contrasted light, and if you want it, you can download it on my YouTube channel. There's a tutorial about texture and baking, and it's there's a link in the video description, so you can download it in here, and you can see that right away it's more even. The second thing I need to do is bake mesh maps. Basically, it will calculate the distance between any shapes, and if we have some shadows projecting on the surface itself, it will add it. So you can see the difference. So that was before. We don't see anything, and shadows. So right away we see much more volume, and that's completely artificial. It's completely illusional. It's just by adding some shadows on our texture, it makes our object more realistic. I'm going to chicken out, and I'm going to put it back in 1K because I feel like it's very slow and I don't want my stream to crash. Alright, so we basically need two textures, one for the wood, one for the metal. So the wood, I think I'm going to use the same one that I just used for my previous sets. This one, I really like it. I think it works really good. I also noted some color I liked. One thing I can fix right away, you can see that this is not on the right direction. This is not on the right, well, anything is. Basically, we need to rotate the texture because this is horizontal and we decided to be vertical. So this is supposed to be 90. 90 is much better. So now everything is in the right direction, even the end of the shape. So that's very nice. The only thing is that this is not wood, this is metal. Oh, see, I meant to share some HDIY with you I found recently. Maybe you don't have them already and like them. Oh, yes, always open for new HDIY. Yes. So I'm going to add a black mask. No, a white mask. So basically everything is appearing right now, but I'm going to use the this mesh fill and remove the middle with the black, like this. That's step 1. Then I'm going to add some metal. So I can either make my own or I can use some smart material here that are already done. I haven't tried that much yet, making some Maxis match texture with metal. So I think I'm gonna go for that one. So black, and I'm adding a white fill here. That looks really good. I'm just going to put it more dark, so the base metal should be darker, like this. Maybe less dark, like this. Let's look at our example. So now we need to add some detail on our edges and some shadow as well. So first I need to edit this color, which is a little bit too yellow. So I'm going to change the color, the basic color in here. So because I kept from my previous set the setting I like, I can put it right away. Yeah, like this. Looks better. Gosh, I love that wood texture. I think it's from the original software, or at least it's from the Substance, like official base source. I think it's Clean Pine. I'm pretty sure if you so when you subscribe to Adobe Substance Painter, you're allowed to have like 30 texture every month. So I think it comes from the official library. Wow, there's a lot, so maybe. I am getting Substance Painter next. I am in the process of setting up my new PC. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it needs a lot of RAM to be able to function nicely. But I'm having problem with my stream, you know, like the fact that my stream is crashing, but when I'm working alone, I don't have any problem with Substance Painter. So it's really how it handles several software. So my problem with the memory is not really about the texture, and sometimes working with 4K texture that I reduce after that because I need something precise. So it's not just the software. Hi Sincel and Pick Umbrella, thank you, welcoming, and thank you for the follow. So how to add some nice edges, some lights and some shadows. I'm going to create a fill layer, something that will go with a beige like this. I'm going to remove all the layers. I'm going to keep only the colors and changing to multiply. Then I'm going to add a black mask and a generator, and I'm going to put the dot one. The dot one will basically simulate how dot will get stuck in our item. So by default it's a little strong, so I'm just going to reduce it. I might even like make this lighter, and basically it will add more depth to your item. You can see with or without it, it really looks like something's happening. And I think I'm going to add some more because this item is supposed to be outside, so it gets actually dirty. This. Salut OMG, j'ai des objets dans mon jeu. Yes. My aim is like, I will conquer everyone's computer with my item. Yes. Everyone needs to get their my item. Felipe, I want you to make you a question. When you make an item with different swatches, how do you make the other swatches? Do you go to Substance Painter for each tracer or just use Multiply on Photoshop? No, I do everything on Substance Painter. I'm going to show you after if you want. But yeah, I do everything on Painter. The only exception is like, when there is some writing. Substance Painter is very annoying with handling the writing. It has very few options of text and everything. So usually I make the colors on Substance and then I add the writing on Photoshop. Je suis tombée sur ta chaîne par hasard. Anyways, you're talented. Thank you very much, Pick Umbrella, and welcoming. And I hope you will enjoy this work in progress sneak peek, kind of behind the curtain teaching. Whatever reason you're here for. I don't know if you're here to learn or just curious to see how it works. But there you go. Right, then we are going to add some lights. So here I'm going to add another fill layer, only the base color, but this time I'm going to use the overlay. And with a black mask, a generator, and curvature, we will add some light. So for now, we don't see anything. That's because the color is too gray. So we need to put something more colored, like this. Then we need to adjust the settings of our curvature filter. So to see better what we're doing, I'm going to put the contrast at the maximum and then I'm going to lower it down later. And basically, I want it to follow my edges. Kind of like this. The fact that it's not very precise directly comes from the fact that I lower my resolution. You are going to see, I'm going to put it back in 2K, and you see how right away it's more precise. If I go in 4K, it's even better. So that's why sometimes I do everything in 4K and then I reduce in Photoshop, because Photoshop is better at lowering the resolution of the item than Substance. So for the stream, I'm going to set to 1K because I don't want my stream to crash. But I recommend to, depending on your computer, working at least in 2K. Most of my items are in 2K and sometimes 4K because it allows more precise stuff. Now just to be sure, I'm going to empty this because I don't want this to crash. Right. So you can see that right away we have like more depth as well. something is happening. But I don't like how it adds some stuff in the middle. Like it looks really nice on the wood, but not that nice in here. So I'm going to add a new paint, and with this paint I'm going to remove with this shape and black the middle. While I'm on this paint, I can also manually add some lines because I can see that here it's not properly done. So I will choose something smaller like this, and maybe something harder like this, and then I can just paint. And using the shift, I can draw straight lines. So if I'm missing some edges, then here I'm sure that they will be drawn properly. For example, this one is not really straight, so I want it to be better. Like this. Alright, so that's it. That's it for our item. It's very fast. So I'm going to save this. And now we are going to export everything, and we are going to make 2 other swatches so I can show Felipe how to make other swatches from Substance Painter. So first I'm going to export basically everything we see here. So that means, so first choosing the path of destination, and we are going to put in the output template 2D view, and that's it, export. Then we actually I'm going to put it back to 2K to have something better. 2D view. Then I'm going to change, so I have a custom one, but you can choose, what was the one I used before? I think it's probably PBR metallic roughness. So you can keep only the normal and the roughness. Export. And now we can make more swatches. So basically I want dark wood. So I noted some dark wood that I liked from my previous set. So this would be minus 0.03. This and this. When is the next broadcast? Is every Tuesday at 10 p.m. European time. So I don't know where you're from, but yeah, it's every Tuesday. What a cute birdhouse. Glad I was able to make the stream today. Hi, Lady Spectacular. Thank you for joining. So we don't need to change the middle because the dark works really well with this. But I do need to rename this, or if I export it right like this, it will override what I just made. So I'm just going it to. I'm basically, I'm usually really lazy about naming my stuff. So my texture are always 1, 2, 3, and because they stay in the same folder. So as long as they stay in the same folder, then that's nice. I just have to be careful not to mistake the folder, but then usually my naming is like 2. So here I'm exporting the 2D view. Then I'm going to make a light one. So here the was minus 0.02. 01, 02. So when I make a set, I usually take notes, and you can see that in my notebook I have like all the item I intend to do, and I usually write down the color I use, because this one is only because I can only use the basic parameter, but sometimes it's like actual color, so then I can use the swatches from here. So I can keep the same color. The Substance Painter has the ability to make color palettes, so you don't have to remember settings. Well, that was just what I was explaining. It depends on the texture. So here you can see that you have swatches, but sometimes, like the clean pine I'm using, this one doesn't have swatch. So I think, sorry. So I think that one doesn't have one. So here you can only use basic parameter. Usually when I'm doing like a several sets with the same swatches and I have something like that, I just duplicate this layer and I'm just I layer them, and then I re-import my new item in the same and save as, so I always have the same texture. I don't have to remake them all the time. If it's just color, you can use the swatches, but you have to be careful because depending on the nature of the texture, it might not look the same. For example, if I'm making a plastic and I'm putting that blue, and making something like a rubber and I'm making that blue, it will definitely not look in game like the same blue. So you also need to be careful with that. Depends, obviously, of how it reacts to light. So here I made my wood light, but then it will look nicer if this was white. I believe you showed that in your last stream. Yes, I did. So I want to change my base metal. I'm going to duplicate it just to show you this, because just in case I want to come back. You can create a smart object with all your settings. Yes, you can do that too. But you also need to clean them often, because it really clutter your how to say, the kind of the mods folder. It's not the mods folder, the library. But yes, that's a very good way to do it. Definitely, especially if you're moving files. Yes, white. So this will go white, like this. So that will be 3. And there it is again. She's so annoying. She's like coming at the window asking for entering, and then I open the door and then she's like turn around. It's like, no, never mind. Anyway, so what colors we could do? Maybe we could do some color red one. So difficult to say. Maybe we can do like a nice blue one, but then maybe lower the metallic aspect of it and add something more white in here. So I will lower this, maybe add some light, lower the contrast. That would be nice to have a nice green or blue. Yes. She's so cute though. Yes, she is, and she knows it. Alright, so blue it is. That will be the fourth one. Then a green one. Maybe for the green one we can go something more natural. So let's see like this, more grayish kind of. Thank you for hosting so many informative lives. I've personally learned a lot from you. That's really good to hear. I'm happy I could help. I don't know why there's so much gatekeeping about CC creation, because I don't feel like it actually helps anyone. So, for example, I don't understand why it's so complicated to make edible food, because it's not that complicated, but you basically can't find any tutorial about it. So I feel like people who knows it kind of keeps the information, maybe, or maybe they just don't want to make tutorial. That would make sense as well. Maybe they just making a tutorial is hard. So it makes time. It takes time, and then people come asking new stuff. So maybe that's the reason. I have no idea, but I don't mind sharing. So there, grayish wood. That looks nice. 5. Maybe we do a pink one. Because since I'm watching some streams, last time there was Dolly. I don't know if she's still there. She made like a full pink house. So I thought, because I don't like that much pink item, so I don't usually include pink in my item. But since she made this pink house, I thought like that's maybe something people would like. So now I'm sometimes adding more pink-ish item. So that's for Barbie, Dolly. Yeah, so with the white one, it's good. That pink is actually very cute. See? Then if maybe people don't think that much, maybe pink is cute. Because we always assume that pink is like, but pink is cute. Actually, I will make it more coral. Like, yes. That will be the 6. 6 is a good number. Usually I try to keep my texture between 4, 6, 8. Because it adds some weight to your item, and sometimes having too much choice is difficult. I like keeping my stuff oriented, kind of, because when I make a collection, usually it goes with a style. So I'm not even a CC creator, but I'm so appreciative of your teaching us, all cause I do enjoy learning new things, and you helping the community are more wonderful CC to the Sims 4. Well, thank you for being appreciative, and I'm really happy to help. So if you want to start create, you can join my Discord if you have any question, and definitely it's not something you should be afraid. It's not that difficult. My pink is almost like yours. I'm going to use yours. Yeah. Ooh, it's a bit darker. I'm going to put it a bit lighter, but yes, that's definitely good. Could be because of the shading and all the dirt, usually, actually, because why it looks so dark in mine. All right, so that's the 6. Okay, now I'm going to open all those textures in Photoshop, because I exported them in 2K to have more details, but actually I'd rather use a 1K texture because the difference is like so small, and compared to the difference of weight and size and loading for your game, so it's not worth it. So I made a shortcut in Photoshop to reduce automatically my size to 1K, and I put like a keypad shortcut to it to do it fastly. My Photoshop is in French, so I can't show you exactly where it is, but in French it's called Action. It's like Alt F9. So super easy to set up. You basically create a new one, record, do your action, and then you can repeat it forever. So mine is like F5, and you can see that F5, 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 and all my texture will be resized to 1K. So that really shortened my workflow. I use a different shader. It is actually like the in my head. Yeah, I think so. Depending on the light, on the shader, depending on the fact that I have like ambient occlusion and dirt, then it looks definitely darker. Okay, so this is for the texture, and then we have the normal map and the roughness map. So we need to make the normal and specular. So for the normal map, you can see that the wood is a bit too strong for what we want. So what is this? This is super weird. Well, I think it's just artifact because there's nothing there. That should be fine. So I'm going to add with the rectangular opacity 50%, and I'm going to use the neutral purple, which is 128, 255, and just override it. And basically it will make everything slow down. In substance, you can have non-cubic texture size, so you can have 124 by 248. The thing is, I reduce everything to 1K by 1K, like everything stay square, I think. I'm not sure I'm understanding what you're saying. Alright, I'm going to do once more because I really don't like when my normal mark is too strong. And then I'm going to the channels, and red channels go into alpha and green goes into red and blue. And image size goes 124 and save in DDS. Okay. Oh, objects are square and size. Yes, it's definitely different from CIS. So CIS are 124 by 2K, and objects are square. You can use rectangular, but they are not made for it. So you have to squeeze the UV island, and that means every texture you will need to like squeeze it as well. And the thing is, by default, the game can't read 2K texture for objects, so you need to edit the registry to allow the game to read. CIS objects are not square, I know. So you need to edit the game file to be able to read 2K. So some creators, mostly alpha, do that, so they can have like more sharp texture for the item. But the fact that most people won't do it, it's kind of useless, because first, let's say that the majority of people that will download your texture, they won't edit their game file to be able to read the 2K. And secondly, when you make a 2K texture, when it's not necessary, you multiply the weight of the item by 4. It's not doubling, it's like 4 times the weight. So basically you have an item that is super heavy, so that will take longer to load in your game, but the majority of people won't use it. So I know my texture could be sharper, and people who know how to do it could have better texture, but I choose, because the majority won't do it, that it's kind of the waste of resources, and people will have a lower game. Because also my item I'm trying to keep my item low poly, because I want it to be more accessible to everyone. I feel like it should be the same about the texture, because everyone on Tumblr are always talking about the polygons, but the texture size is also very important. Maybe they refer to EA objects that sometimes not always don't have squares texture. I had that with Clutter, had to shock of my life. Maybe sometimes you can save some space, because usually it won't be like 1K per 2K. It would be like 512. Yes, by 124. That's for saving space, basically, because the game is trying to gain like any kilobyte counts. I prefer your methods. The smaller size are better for loading game, definitely. People are always talking about the polygon, how high poly stuff is like really bad for your computer, and that's true. But we always forgot about the texture as well, and texture are super important to make the game fluent. So if you have like a very, very, very tiny item, having a 2K texture on it is completely stupid. There. This is my roughness map, so I'm going to invert it first, and then put it to RVB mode. And I will add a layer, and I will fill with blue, because blue has a like very slight reflect that will be nice in game, like this. And with multiply, I will merge everything, and I will copy this layer in my alpha, add the contrast, but not too much. And that's basically my specular map. So the size will be 1K. And okay, now we can create my item. So I'm going to reopen the one I put aside, this one. Wall birdhouse. So here I'm using this file where I have my text that I always use for my item in here, and it's going to cost maybe something like this. Not too expensive, but still it's nice design. So first I'm going to change this here, and I need to create, where it is, the shadow mode, the shadow load. So to create the shadow load, I'm completely lost with all my folders opened. I'm going to reopen my file, and I'm just deleting the 01, and I'm just renaming this to 0 and save as Wall Birdhouse Shadow. So fortunately, we don't have more load to make. So usually you will have like a medium load and a low load. So don't forget to also respect that and replace everything. Here we are going to replace the texture But before adding more, we need to change some stuff for the placement. Because by default, this is supposed to be put on the floor, but we want it to be put on the wall. So I need to go in the object catalog and I need to change some stuff in here, which is the placement flags. So for the walls, the slot will stay 0, but here I will need to toggle edge against wall, and that will make the item stick to the wall. I will also need to click adjust height on wall. If I don't click that, it will make like the base game mirror when you can't basically change the height, which is super annoying. So this one is super important, because if not, the object will always stay at this height in game, and you won't be able to choose where you want to put it on the wall. Then I need to replace the normal map in here and the specular map in here. The tagging, so that would be black, light brown, dark brown. Okay, and then we need to move the slots. So there's two ways to move the slots. We could do it I like how you said super annoying. Yeah, sorry. It is terrible indeed. Yeah, right? It's like we can change this by hand, but it can be probably tiresome. So the easy way is to choose where you want in here, and then copy the coordinates. So for example, if I want the position of this edge, I'm going to hit Shift S, cursor to select it, and my 3D cursor will come here, which means the coordinates of my 3D cursor here are that one. So I'm going to copy them. So for example, the small one will be 2.2666. That's 0, and that's minus 0.178. So that's the center. So then I can just move that one as well to like the same height, and this one will be 1, maybe 1, 2, no, 0.8. Yeah, and that one will be 2.66 and minus 0.225, 28, 30. Okay, we can do better, 32. Yes, because we have to remember that they will basically go in the center, so it's okay if it goes a bit further. And this one can be probably a bit less. Not too much though, because there is the wall, so we don't want if there is like a tail or something that goes into the wall. And the mirror, not us. Okay, then this is also small animal birds. So I'm probably going to center this with their counters. I like that I can't find all your item in game by typing Sib. I wish more creator tag the creator ID in the creator name, so the object could be found faster. Yes, definitely. By the way, there is an easy way to write something in your item that make it very easy to search, and that is by adding a vertical character like this. In my French keyboard, it's on the Alt 6, but I'm not sure about the American keyboard. Maybe it's somewhere else. So basically, it's the vertical here. So if, for example, I put Syboulette in here, when I will launch in the game, you will only see this Syboulette wall birdhouse. But if you do type Syboulette, this will come out. So that's very nice. Sometimes I hide some words because I know people will like look for it. For example, when I made my advent calendar, I made a lot of Christmas themed item, and all my item has this vertical line with Christmas, which means if people are like decorating for Christmas, they write Christmas. Even if my item don't have Christmas in the title, it will show up. So that's also very nice. Some people put actually their name not in the word. Like Ravashin, for example, is always putting her name like this. So even if you don't see it in here, you will have her logo in the thumbnail, but you won't see it in here. But if you type RVSN, her object will still show up. So that's also a nice way to do it. So this is basically linked to whatever we change. So I think I'm not going to touch it because I moved this and this is linked to it. So it's probably attached. It's probably some SFX attached to the thing, the mesh. We spotted. The only thing is that I'm seeing this as head. I'm not really sure about. Oh wait, she answered me. Okay, she says I can use her tuning. She said I don't even have to ask, but of course I do. Hi Apex Legends, thank you for joining us and welcome, and thank you for the follow. So Ravashin gave us the green light to use her tuning, so we can go ahead. So the only thing is like I'm having I'm not sure what the bee head is for. Where is it? So I'm going to reopen the original one to see how it was. So, because I'm thinking maybe where was it? Head. Oh, it's inside. No, it's here. It's in the middle. Maybe that's supposed to be the main one. So I'm just going to copy that and put it here. So I'm going to put it at the right height in here, and something like this. So it's in the middle, and we still had one, the 01 in here. So this we are going to put on the little landing road in here. So same, I'm going to select that H and shift S cursor to select it, and here I will have the coordinate to where I want to place my effect. So no, that's not the one, that's that one. So Z is 1.77, this is 0 and minus 0.5, like this. Okay, maybe a bit further. Yes. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it. So we can try the item. Save. Okay. Okay. I'm not completely sure it will work in my game because I don't have the stuff back where for the effect. So I will be able to place it, but I'm not sure it will be functional because sometimes this is something Ravashing taught me. If you have like an item depending on the stuff pack and this item is not doesn't have geostates. Geostates is when an item has different states. Like for example, the toilet will have like a full one, medium one, and stuff like that. So it only works for item that has only like one state. If you clone a base game item and you copy paste the tuning of your DLC item, then it will be working as a decor object for people who don't have the DLC. So they will still be able to place it, but it will be non-functional. But the people who have the DLC can use it as functional. For example, in my shopping set, you will have a cash register. So if you have, what is the name of DLC? It's like go to work. If you have go to work and you're making a shop, you can use the cash register, it will be functional. But if you don't have get to work, then you can still use it as a decor object. But you can actually like use it. So maybe this is what she did. That's probably what she did. So I will test it in game, but I'm not sure I will have the effect because I don't have the backyard stuff. But I might purchase it tomorrow to test it, if it's not the case, just to see how it works. Okay, so copy it, and I'm going to paste it in my mods folder, and let's try it. And now we have to wait. So you can drink, people. Hydration is very important. Also, not to choke yourself like I did earlier. This happens. I'm going to ask her, will it work if I don't have patio stuff back? Not sure. It is, yeah. I was trying to say, this is taking some time. And my cat has disappeared. She's not back yet. Where is she? I'm going to look for her. If you back the back, maybe you can make a new water slide that doesn't take a whole lot to place. That is annoying as well. The thing is, I have to examine the object, but if the scenes follow a path, I can't probably change the animation of it. So if it's like sliding all the way, then I will have to actually follow that animation. I can't reanimate from scratch an item. But I have to. I never seen it, so I have to see how it works. But yeah, that's something I could do for the summer. This is a bit too early to make some pool stuff. I feel like I'm too cold to, make some pool stuff. It's too cold. I'll be back. My cat is nowhere to be seen. I have no idea where she is. Yeah, they do tricks, I believe. There is a hidden ski involved or track school of how well Sims do. She's probably taking a nap. No, that's during the day. During the night, she's very active. She's really, really a night cat. Usually she comes back quite late with like a gift. It's like, thank you. And when I'm lucky, the animal is dead. Because sometimes it's not dead and she's just putting it like, in the middle of the living room. It's like, thank you. Hi Nikki Mayhoon, thank you for the subscribe. Maybe she's playing hide and seek with you. Oh, no, she don't play. Like a hamster that is only active at night. Yes, definitely. Okay, let's try at his house. I was actually quite surprised because I come from Paris, so when I adopted her when she was a baby, we were living in a very, very, very small apartment. And she stayed there for like maybe 7 years, and then I moved to Japan and I let her to my mother. And my mother has a like not big but average garden, and I thought that she will be never able to catch anything because you know she was an apartment cat. Nope, she catch everything. Really amazing because no one taught her, but she's really good. Okay, so pew pew. Pew. Oh, I forgot to add the color swatches, so that's fine. So let's try this. So you can see by default the game added some snow on top of stuff, so it's nice. Ooh, talk about feathers. So I think it will probably works like you said it would work. I think it was you, Maxis Match, that asked about feathers. She brings you gift because she just wants to make sure you're eating right. Yes, I heard that. I think she's like, yeah, you're whatever you're eating, it's like not good enough. She's also probably always complaining that I don't feed her enough. Even if like when I get her back from my mother, she was like really, really fat because my mother was feeding her with cheesecake all the time. So definitely I think this is going to work. I'm not sure I need this stuff. Let's come here. Talk about feather. Yeah, talk with yourself. What's happening? He's having like a relationship with the birdhouse? What's happening? Maybe there's a bird in it? Is it supposed to have a bird in it? Hi Hazik, thank you for the follow. You know what, I think this is a tuning from Cottage Living. Maybe that stem does decent direction. Oh, that could be it. I would gossip about chickens. I would need to try it without cottage living because I do have cottage living.
Yeah.
So maybe it works because I do have cottage living. Aggressively European, why? What do you mean, some clone 0? Cheesecake must be one happy kitty. Yes, too much, because after that, she was not very cooperative to eat like a normal cat. Ooh, there he goes. Yay. See? See? There was a... There he goes! Look! It's perfect. Let me clarify. Aggressively French, why? Why am I aggressive? Oh. Is it because of my accent? Are you making fun of my accent? That's the cutest thing I've seen all day. Yeah, super cute. It works really well. Okay, let's be friends with this little guy. Listen to bird song. Come back, come back. French people are an endangered species. We must prevent them at all costs. Why? Why are we endangered? I don't think we're endangered. It looks so cute. This is such a cute house. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm going to take a screenshot to show Ravashin. I love it so much. Yay! So that works perfectly, even better than what I was expecting. So now we just need to add some more swatches and oh, there she. No. That was brief. Nope, doesn't care. So we need to add more swatches and okay, it's too late for do the second one, but tomorrow I'm going to make that one on a pole. I think that could look really nice to you. That would be an awesome set. Can't wait. Okay, so let's add all the texture we want. So we had the dark one and the light one. I think we had yeah, that one first. So light brown and white here, that one and the green one. And the pink one. Alright, just need to update the tags. So this is dark brown and black only, light brown and white, and white and blue, light brown and green, and white and pink. Alright, alright. And we are done, people. That's it. This is the end of my stream. Thank you everyone again for being here, especially today. You were very numerous, so that's good. Means more and more people are getting interested. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I thought that maybe at first I would have some people because they were curious about how we made CC, and then after that they won't be back. But actually you're interested about that, so that's really good. I'm not sure all of you are trying to create, but that's really good that at least you are interested about how it's made. I think it's important that you see how creators work and what is behind the creation of CC, to remind you that, you know, it takes time and love, because it's also very fun to make. And even if it had become my work, it really didn't feel like my work. So I feel very lucky to have this now as an occupation. It's so much better. So much better. I will swap it for nothing in the world. Thanks, Sib. I keep an eye out for you for Treasure Island. I have no idea what a Treasure Island is. I need to look this up, because I think I've been playing Animal Crossing for a month now, and there's still some stuff I don't understand. So I need to check this out. Thank you for the wonderful stream once again. You're very welcome once again. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Thank you for being so nice, and thank you for, you know, being you and asking questions and making this live alive. Have a good night, good day, depending on where you are. Sip stream every Tuesday. Maybe we see each other again. You have a great day, night. Thank you so much, Maxis word, for all your nice words as well. You very helpful for this community. So thanks a lot. I send you the link of my set if you want when you'll be out. Hopefully Friday or Saturday, next Saturday. For you people who have questions about creation CC, I do have a Discord that you can join, and we try to answer questions. And I also have a Patreon if you want to support me. And that's it. If you missed some part of this stream, I also repost every streams on YouTube, so you can always catch up. Have a good night. Bye.